Well, good morning, everyone. It is October 4th, 2024, and the favorite time of our week because it's Mondays with Bev and Paul. And hi, everybody, my name's Paul.
Good morning. This is Bev.
Good morning, Bev.
Good morning, Paul.
You get rain too out there in
Uh,
Tombstone?
yes.
Yep, we got a lot of rain, so it was nice. The
Good.
desert is soaking it up.
I know.
So we hope you'll soak up our little talk today. We're going to call it Fun in Healing or Fun with Healing, or reminds me of a Big Bang Theory. You always used to have a little show called Fun with Flags. So
Yeah, I remember.
Fun with
Crazy.
Healing. All
Fun
right.
with feeling.
And what brought this up? Well, I had a friend posted she used to actually clown with a guy named Dr. Patch Adams. I don't know if you know Patch Adams. It's the real Patch Adams from that
Real.
movie that Robin Williams did.
Yep.
A great movie about Patch Adams, the title of the movie.
Yep.
And Patch Adams is not only a doctor, did free clinics, created his own community where they offered free health care, but he also has a whole clowning program. Goes around the world clowning with people. And just a couple of years ago, or 2021, he had to have an amputation. If you want to watch his whole interview, it's in YouTube. He had an amputation, and he does what he does. He did a YouTube. One of the things interesting about Patch Adams, we actually met him at a conference here, and so he has a manual, a BioTouch manual.
Wow. Wonderful.
There's a picture of him. He's a huge, tall guy, and little
Yeah.
Annette standing next to him, and the difference in there
Yeah, right. I
was
can
incredible.
imagine.
So on his YouTube, I pulled out just sort of his last sentence on there, and the name of the YouTube is called Fun with Amputation. And he goes on, when you are alive, you can declare yourself having fun, whatever you have lost or have gained while you were sick. This is not the last straw.
Oh, not the last straw.
So, how's BioTouch help us have fun in healing? Well, the first thing I'm always reminding you brought it up to me. I remember when we first started BioTouch, and we were in Mancus, and we had this big meeting place, and we had like 4 different rooms, and people were in the main meeting room, and they're usually at any time, a dozen, 2 dozen people hanging out. At those days, people were smoking cigarettes in the place, and worked on this one woman, and we went into the room, and she turns to me and she goes, I don't understand it. She says, there's way too much laughing going on for people who call themselves healers.
I love that. That's just the craziest thing I've ever heard.
I know. And so I said to her, well, that's exactly why we don't call ourselves healers.
Right on. Yep.
We're just human beings wanting to help other human beings
Other human beings.
who are on a
Boy.
journey on this planet.
Yep. That's that's a good reminder for all of us, right? We're
Yep.
all in this together, folks.
So how can BioTouch help us? Well, in my own personal experience, as I was going through the radiation, or getting ready to do the radiation for finding out it was prostate cancer, and I've always identified with Patch Adams. I mean, it's like
Yeah,
I've always said, even jerks can do BioTouch, and I've proven
right.
that because I'm one of the biggest jerks. So whether you're a clown or a jerk, it makes healing wonderful. But as I was getting ready for the radiation, one of the recipients asked me, "Well, are you excited about this?" And I thought, "Well, that's an
What a
interesting
great
question."
question.
Yeah, and
Oh,
and I said, I am. I'm
I,
excited for the experience. And the whole time knowing I had something like BioTouch, which I'll tell you has helped me through the whole process. If there's ever been a fear or a twitch or a pain or a reaction, the minute I get BioTouch, it relaxes the whole thing. But
yeah, you said
but
that
yeah, but it's
journey.
been a fun experience watching the body go through. It's sort of like he says, whatever you've lost or have gained while you were sick, can be fun. Declare yourself having fun through it. And so, how can, what does BioTouch bring us to help us have a little bit of fun?
Well, I'll just reiterate what we were talking about before the show. It's a kind of a double-edged sword, you might say, because the first thing that has to happen is we have to become what? Aware of the body. This is what BioTouch so profoundly helps us do. There it is. BioTouch helps us become self-aware of our own bodies because we know that we have been all led astray, led being distracted by other things so that it's not easy for us to get in touch with our own bodies. And yet everything that we are is held within this body. So here's something very interesting. So the first thing we have to do is we become aware, oh, the body. I can participate in this journey. After a while, what we know is BioTouch will encourage that self-awareness to change, to make different choices, whatever that is. And then we get to, especially if you're going through a health crisis or a healing crisis, you get to say, oh, wait a minute. I am not that. I am not going to identify my whole being with what is going on in this amazing vehicle called the body.
Right.
I get to participate in all of that instead of having someone else dictate what I must and must not do. I can choose if I'm going to do that or I'm not going to do that, as you did in your own journey. So
Yeah.
it's kind of first of all, you got to be aware of the body, and then eventually you're aware that you're not just that body.
Well, and that's it. That's the process that happens, and that's the fun of it. You to wake up to the body. Oh, there's a pain. Oh, this is swollen over here. Oh, and
Yeah,
then to talk to your medical. Every time it happened, I would talk to the medical practitioner, and they would say
right.
to me, "Well, that's a normal process." I hate to tell you that, and I went, "No, no, no. I can handle normal.
Yeah, you can handle that.
I can handle
Yeah.
normal reactions.
Knowing is half the battle, right?
Right. But
Yeah.
being aware of the body and its twitches and its pains and how to relax it. And then when I'd lay on that radiation table, I remember my mantra was just what you were talking about. I just kept saying, which I'd learned in another place, I am not a body. I am free. I am still as love created me. And that's just I just would keep saying that, and it didn't matter whether I believed it. See,
Oh,
it
right.
just
Right. You're speaking it
it's a statement of intent
into that.
that I think at the deep cellular level, which I think BioTouch does. I mean, can we
Oh,
prove that? Nah, we
no,
don't have any documentation. We could
no.
be talking through our butts right now.
That's right.
But
That's right.
after doing this for 35 plus or something years, I just keep seeing it that it transforms people's life to deep, deep levels, and people make huge changes in their life.
Oh,
You know?
it came to me years ago on this for all of us, whatever that healing journey is, that we love ourselves into healing. We love ourselves into that. That is the key, as Bruce Lipton says. Even a cellular biologist, he goes, wait a minute, everything is made up of this substance, this thought form, whatever it is, a divine thought form called love that we really do not know what that means. However, it is innate in us. It runs through us, and to go on this healing journey is totally about loving ourselves into that. And BioTouch helps us share that with others. So we're all on this journey together. This healing happens not just, take an ache, a pain away. There's other aspects of our healing. And it all begins in the body with love. That's what BioTouch, the magic of BioTouch is, and gives us what you were saying. It gives us unlimited possibilities. This is where the humor can come in. Hope.
Hope.
Laugh at ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay? Be human enough to have humor.
Yeah. and interesting that intent you talked about, the intent to want to help, and it's about letting ourselves be loved.
Yeah.
I mean, and I've heard recently in the past week numerous friends who are really sick and have problems, and they know what I do, and even, and just offering this to people, and it doesn't take any time. It doesn't, it's not going to stop you from doing all the other things you have to do with the medical
Right.
system. Take your medication, get your operation, like Patch Adams, get your amputation. I mean, the whole video he shows is how he's going to, when he goes around to different clowning groups, he's going to take his foot off his prosthesis and he's going to show the stub like a moon. I mean, he had this whole drama that he was creating with this problem that he chose to do because he had a physical thing that kept coming back, a MRSA thing. So, taking, how to take a crisis in healing. We have a whole class on that in our
Oh,
certification.
yes.
Opportunity in healing, crisis and
Right.
opportunity in healing process. I mean, I've been accused many times, sort of that story of, walking into, well, the guy walks into, or I walk into, people say that's how I relate to life. Guy walks into a room, he opens this door, and there's this donkey. Uh, 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 what is it? So the guy is in there, and there's shit all around him, and he's stumbling, going around, and his statement is, "There's got to be a pony in here somewhere."
That's
So,
it.
so amidst all the shit and all the gaga and all the sickness, as Batch Adams says, there's got to be a pony here. There's got to be some lesson for me that I can pass on in
Yeah.
love to my circle of friends, my family. And BioTouch gives us that opportunity by letting ourselves be touched.
Be loved. That reminds me of an old axiom. This is what happens. We we are there's it's called the three E's. The three E's. There is experiment, experience, and expression. We become the expression of all of that whole journey of, and isn't it, I mean, you did this in your own healing journey. You experimented. You became the researcher, right? The
Right.
scientist.
Yeah.
And then you had that experience. Okay, now you can share it. And you are now the expression of all of that. Here you are sitting here on the other side of it, expressing all of that stuff that you've gone through in the last couple months, year, whatever. Yeah.
So we're here to share it with you folks. We're here so that you can start participating in the experience of your sickness, as Patch Adams says. It's an experience, and yeah, we're going to have fear, we're going to have
Oh, yeah,
anxiety, we're
of
going to have
course.
doubt, we're going to
We're
have all
human.
that stuff. But it's just like I said, if jerks can do this, then so can somebody who lives in fear and doubt. It doesn't take any belief system to work with BioTouch.
No,
And you
no.
don't have anything to pay to go do it. You carry the tool with you, those index and middle finger of each hand that lightly touches on the skin like a butterfly. So it's easily done, and so we sort of want to share with you sort of the last sentence in our manual.
Yeah.
There's a last paragraph and the last sentence that goes, "Know thyself. Every human being is the vehicle of his own identity. Each is free to venture into some elegant area of thought and peer with yearning trepidation into the obscure shadows. The manifestation of creation is extraordinary."
Wow.
I mean,
Woohoo. I know.
it's all right here in this
Right there.
manual.
The BioTouch manual.
Yes,
Yep.
it's an extraordinary journey, and it's one that can be fun, and
Gosh,
it's,
yes.
yeah. So
We
we're
have been
here.
told that. Don't lose your sense of humor
Yes, yes, you did
in
say
all
that.
of it.
Yes. So please keep on smiling, keep on laughing. If you need to put a little red nose like Patch Adams does, you know, when you
Right.
do, hey, maybe we should get some
Oh,
noses for the
oh.
center.
Didn't we think about that years ago? Getting those red noses.
In honor of Dr. Patch Adams. He's a
Yep.
doctor. I mean, he's
He's a
full-fledged
doctor.
medic, you know, and I've always appreciated what he's doing, and he's still doing it,
Yes. He's an
offering
amazing
health
man.
care for free
Yep.
because of the heart, you know, and getting funds to do that. So we run strictly on donations here. Our classes are a minimal fee, but we never turn anybody away. If you want to learn BioTouch, we will make sure that you have access to using it.
You know,
Guaranteed.
I think we're all walking around this planet as BioTouch practitioners. Our job is to remind you and give you those specific sets of points that can identify specific conditions for another person that you want to help.
Yeah.
We're all walking around with that. It's already inside of us, right? We're all there. Now, let us give you those 17 sets of points to start right now helping other people in your life.
And if you just want a few sets of points, go to our website, justtouch.com. There's a little link up on top called Health Conditions. See if the health condition that you're working with is there. Click on it, and probably there is a little presentation with the only 2 or 3 sets of points to take care of that particular condition.
Right? It's a great place to start.
Yeah, great place. I mean, even doing 5 minutes can help the body begin to heal and can bring us into fun in healing.
Fun in healing. Yay.
So if you're interested in learning through a whole virtual training, we have the next one coming up Saturday, November 16th. It'll be live Zoom. And if you're a nurse, massage therapist, doula, you can get 8 continuing education credits for that. And those are always fun. The day goes really quick. We present all the points. You practice them. You get a free ebook with it. So let us know. And otherwise, just give us a call and let us know how we can help you. Because we're here. Because we have fun. We're going to keep on laughing here at the BioTouch International Foundation of Biomagnetics. Keep on laughing.
Keep on.
Thanks, Bev.
Thank you, Paul. Thanks, everyone, for joining us.
Have a nice day.
Days in and days out, space and time is all about feeling pressure with the pain, in sunshine or in the rain. Living is a place in mind, giving is being kind, and the pain is too much. What we need is BioTouch. When I'm touching you, you are touching me. It's a simple thing to do and a natural way to be.